And now it's time for the lightning round with Brad Butt. Brad, are you all set to go?
Yep, let's go.
All right. Dr. Lawrence Lowe invoked Section 22 of the Ministry of Health Act, gives him wide sweeping powers. What does that mean for business in Peel and Mississauga?
Well, according to the Section 22 order, if there are 5 or more COVID cases that emanated from a workplace, Dr. Lowe, Peel Public Health, will exercise their power to shut that business down for a minimum of 10 days. We've already seen 2 businesses in Peel affected, the 2 Amazon facilities in Brampton and Caledon. So clearly the region of Peel is prepared to act if there's COVID in the workplace.
And I understand that those cases have to be directly connected with spread in the business. So that's going to keep Peel Health very, very busy, that's for sure. We've got some workplaces in Peel region that are getting mobile vaccination clinics. What are the locations?
So at Regional Council last week, Dr. Lowe announced that there are 3 initial locations for workplace mobile vaccination clinics, which are for employees as well as for the wider community in these so-called hot spots. So Maple Lodge Farms in Brampton, the Amazon facility in Caledon, and in Mississauga, it's going to be Maple Leaf Foods, which is located at sort of Mississauga Road in the 401 area. So those should be opening shortly.
Well, that's good news. And hopefully that means, or I know that means that Peel region is getting more allocation of vaccines because we are in a hotspot. Paid sick leave has been bounced back and forth between the federal government and the provincial government. There's rumors that there is provincial news on the way. What are you hearing?
Well, according to Premier Ford, they were waiting for the federal budget last week to see if there were going to be any enhancements to the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, which there were not. So the Premier has said that Ontario will come forward with a paid sick leave plan to, in his words, fill the gaps that the federal plan doesn't provide for. So I expect we'll hear something this week about what an Ontario paid sick leave plan will look like.
And long overdue, whether it augments the federal program or a brand new provincial program, we certainly need it. Travel bans from India and Pakistan, the number of cases, 350,000 new cases in India in one day alone. Why is it taking so long?
Well, that's a good question. There are many people that called for the complete elimination of international travel in and out of Canada back when the pandemic first started. However, last Friday, the Minister of Transportation, our own Omar Al-Ghabra, along with other cabinet ministers, announced that all direct flights from India and Pakistan are now canceled. They will not be permitted to land in Canada. And we'll see if it helps the cause or not around COVID-19 and this extreme new variant in India. We'll have to see if it works.
The Port of Montreal, one of the busiest ports in all of Canada, supplying tremendous amounts of goods into Montreal and into Toronto. There's a strike looming. What have you heard from the federal level?
Well, as of Monday morning, April 26th, the Longshoremen Union is on strike. But the Minister of Labor at the federal level has tabled legislation in the House of Commons to bring a back to work order if it winds up being passed in the House. So that was tabled actually on Sunday and has been placed on the order paper. It could be debated as early as Monday morning when the House of Commons resumes. And I suspect a back to work order likely will be passed by Parliament and folks ordered back to work.
That's it for the lightning round. Brad, we'll see you next week.
Thanks, David.